with your buzz-ins and your guesses to the answers.
We'll have to figure out a way for him to actually participate. But I'm still learning all this Twitch stuff. I'm still learning. Obviously, we've had a comedy of errors tonight, but we're gonna be back stronger next week. We'll figure it out in the coming days and make sure that this is a lot smoother next week. But let's hit the quiz. What's the theme that you got for us?
The theme is on the internet and in sports and people's opinions. There's too many fucking goats. See these goats behind me, right? I'm sick of going on the internet. And it's like Henry Cejudo, the GOAT. It's like, who the fuck's Henry Cejudo? Never even heard of him before.
He's a UFC fighter.
Everybody is apparently the GOAT. What do you think? How do you guys feel about, and not just wrestling, it's all sports. I don't give a fuck about sports, but I'm sick of death every day hearing about the GOAT. And it's a different GOAT every time. Can we just... So I've got a list of the GOATs.
Okay.
I've got 5 sports. I've got an A1 and an A2 for the GOATs. So you can get a point or a double point or whatever. I just want to settle this GOAT business, all right?
All right.
But the thing is with the GOATs is it's so subjective.
Yeah.
That's why
there's
you're
so
going by
many
my
goats.
list.
Okay,
So
so
I'm going by...
we have to figure out who the GOAT is according to Hatsune Benku.
Yes. So the way I've looked at it is these are American sports generally.
Okay.
So if it's crosses from over generations to Australia before internet, when people have video games, they're on the cover of video games. If we can identify these people, then surely they're the GOAT, aren't they?
Okay, so your argument here is these aren't necessarily these aren't sports that you follow or have a strong opinion on.
But I feel like if I know these people and I know apparently how great they've been for decades even,
then they've got to be the GOAT.
Then surely they've got to be the GOAT.
All right.
And I'll allow arguments for otherwise. The buzz-in. You go,
right.
Buzz, you make up a sports figure from like the 50s or 60s. Like, oh, Jimmy the Fist. He was like a badminton player that went around breaking people's ankles. You know, you got to make up a funny fact about a fake sportsman with a weird name.
I am not prepared for this whatsoever.
No.
All right.
I'm terrified.
All right, let's go.
Question number 1. In the NBA, who is the GOAT?
Okay, bzz. Stevie Blue Sox. Not the answer. That's the guy from the 50s. And see, Stevie Blue Sox was renowned for never wearing blue socks. The name's ironic. That's where he got the name. They were like, do you not own a single pair of blue socks? He's like, I'll blue sock you in the face. Stevie Blue Socks.
This is going way better than I thought. Thank you, Greg.
And so it was NBA, right?
Yeah, so I'll accept 2 different answers for this.
It's got to be Michael Jordan.
That's A1. Now, Michael, do you? So that's a point. Do you want to buzz in and get the A2 answer for this one? I'll accept this.
I really don't. I think Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. I don't want to contend that.
I mean, look, I've started watching The Last Dance, and Scottie Pippen. I didn't realize how good Scottie Pippen was. Like, I don't know. And I mean, obviously, the documentary is meant to make you feel the way it makes you feel. But I would go, like, a second GOAT would probably be Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. Because they're the other 2.
I had LeBron James down because I feel like he's probably the current day GOAT. But
in the chat, Doherty says
prefer
Kobe.
Michael Jordan.
There's an argument for that.
See, this is where everybody starts popping in with all the different GOATs.
Yeah.
All right.
Too many GOATs.
Next
no,
question.
Michael Jordan. We all have to agree Michael Jordan, surely. Because that was when basketball was at its peak.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Agreed.
All right. The 3 of us agree at least. People are going to get angry at this.
Now, this is a bit more shaky ground of my understanding of the sport and just what I've watched and from video games and pop culture and what's transitioned to Australian sporting knowledge and my own. But in soccer/football, who is the GOAT?
Bzz. I got to think of one of these fucking sports guys.
Yeah, that's the harder bit. Just
Billy. Okay. Not gonna go there. My mind went somewhere. Not gonna go there. Let's call him. Let's call him Billy Two Shoes. And he always wore. I don't know why all my stuff's to do with feet.
Yes. Well, it's soccer, football. That I suppose.
Billy,
Yeah.
Billy Two Shoes, and he wore two of the same. See, he always wore two left shoes, right? But he was one of the greatest tennis players you ever saw. Yeah, Billy
Okay.
Two Shoes.
Yeah,
He
so
peaked
who's-
in the 40s
I've
though.
got-
Does that count? You said 50s, and he peaked in the 40s.
yeah, it's all right.
All right.
And so I'll accept two different answers for this one.
Okay, what was the sporting? It's Cristiano Ronaldo, or whatever his name is, right? Cristiano Ronaldo, is that his name?
Yeah, well, I had Ronaldo
Or
written
Pele.
down, so yeah. Oh, well, I had Maradona as the other one, but you've gone Ronaldo, so
Yeah, Ronaldo. Like those are the two names I know. And Beckham. I guess I know Beckham, but I don't really know anyone else.
I don't. From what I know about Beckham, I don't think he's in the same league class of player as the others.
But
is
he can bend it.
Yes, he can.
Hmm.
I really need Mysterious to do a buzz in with one of these fake athletes. So
Well,
I'm on
first
my
off, I'm
A-game
having
with
trouble
these
with that. First off, I'm having trouble. Second of all, I don't actually follow
I
soccer
don't-
slash football, whatever you want to call it. So
I don't follow
I don't-
any of these.
But you've heard the
I don't
name
actually know
Ronaldo.
any off the top of my head. Sorry?
You've heard the name Ronaldo though,
I've heard the name. I've seen him on The Simpsons.
right?
Yeah, that's the closest
See, if
thing
he's
I
made
can
it
think
to The
of.
Simpsons, he's probably the goat.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Sam
You're killing me
Kerr
with this. I'm trying
in
to think
the
of
chat.
names and just,
Sam
I can't.
Kerr. I don't even know
Okay,
who that is.
well,
I've never heard that name.
Just,
Sam
just
Kerr.
all right, here we go. Next question 3. In the NFL, who is the GOAT?
Ooh.
The National Football League of America.
Ooh.
Waiting for a buzz in.
I'm trying to give Mysterious a chance here.
Has anybody buzzed in the who's following along?
No, not yet. Oh, they probably haven't even heard the sport yet. All right, do I
I
just
mean,
buzz
just with
in?
the
I'm
other stuff.
trying to give Mysterious a chance here.
No, I don't need pity, but I just, yeah. It's alright.
All right. Bzz.
You're killing me.
Now I've got to come up with another one of these fucking athletes.
I know, it's hard.
Who's Sam Kerr? Oh, okay.
A soccer player,
Michael's-
apparently.
Michael's buzzed in with Dan Marino.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Okay, I need my buzz name first. So let's call her. Let's call her Faith Butterfly, and she was just renowned for doing the butterfly stroke, right? She was a swimmer. And Faith
Oh, he started off so good.
She's Faith
Yeah,
the
okay.
Butterfly-
I'll take it.
Butterscotch. That's her name. Faith the Butterfly Butterscotch. And she
And
was
what was she? She was a swimmer, and what did she do a lot though?
butterfly. She did the butterfly and the relay. She was big in the relay. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, led the US to a few gold medals. The relay team. Yeah. I'm gonna say. I mean, I guess modern GOAT. So you've probably got this A2. It would be Tom Brady, right?
Yes, I've got Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I only had one down for this, so
What about
it's
Johnny
a bit unfair.
Unitas?
The quarterback
Johnny
is always
Football.
the most famous, aren't they? So
Yeah. Well, there's
Yeah.
a bunch. You could
It's
go.
always
You
the
could go
way.
with Brett Favre. You go. There's a bunch. There's been a bunch of really
Yeah.
great quarterbacks, but
it would
it's hard
have
to
Brett Favre.
pick.
If I had a second one, it would have been Brett Favre.
Yeah, Brett Favre's a big one.
Technically wrestling related because we had Cody talking about why Tom Brady is his favorite football player. So
Yeah, but you had Johnny.
There's that.
Johnny Unitas was like he was literally named Johnny Football. You know, he was the man with the golden arm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know the name. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you who he played for or anything though.
No, neither could I, but I know Johnny Unitas.
Okay.
And
I
I
guess-
was an NFL guy for a long time. You know, I watched NFL and I've watched a lot of the documentaries and stuff, and so I would go with him or Tom Brady. But I'll allow Tom Brady.
Question number 4. Who is the GOAT of the NHL, National Hockey League?
Oh, well, that's easy. Come on, Mysterious. Buzz, that's easy.
Go on,
I don't follow hockey.
Skate
I don't
where the
follow
puck
hockey.
is going.
video games in the 90s. It was like, who's the only ice hockey player you could probably name?
Think of the only ice hockey player you know, and he's probably the GOAT.
Let's see if you can beat the Facebook watchers.
He's given us like one of the most like
It's a
common
layup.
phrases that's like the best advice you can have if you want to be an innovator and want to be a person who's ahead of the curve is skate where the puck is going, not where it is. All right.
Nah.
There we go. Michael
Sorry,
Doherty
guys.
in the chat. He gets it.
Yeah.
Michael Doherty says
Sorry,
Wayne
guys.
Gretzky. I'm not buzzing because obviously I've won this challenge.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I've
have.
got to hear a
but
buzz.
just-
Come on, give us a name.
But now I've got to
Buzzing
come up with another fucking. Can someone in the chat help me with a fake athlete? Can we get one of those in the chat instead of just getting the answers? All right. Bzzz. Let's call this one. Let's go for gender equality's sake. Let's go with another woman. We'll call her
Sure.
Betty. Betty Blue Socks. She was Billy Blue
Give her
Socks'
the rest of the
cousin.
socks.
No, it was
Socks.
Blue Socks'
No
cousin.
socks.
But she always wore blue socks because she got famous after him. You see, they were in the same sport. I can't remember what his sport was.
I need a whistle to blow. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta give me some. I don't
calling
I
you
got
out.
nothing.
Yellow card.
Someone's
Yeah, see, Michael
Someone's
Doherty in
got
the
a foot
chat.
fetish here.
He's ripping on you, Mysterious, because he says he doesn't know NHL either, but he knows Wayne Gretzky. Everyone knows Wayne Gretzky. Come on.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not
You
a
didn't
hockey
play
guy.
video games in the 90s? I suppose you guys are a bit young.
Yeah, before it was
Okay.
NHL 2K whatever, it was Gretzky.
Gretzky 96
Yeah,
or something
Gretzky
like that?
96, yeah,
Gretzky
yeah.
95?
Yeah, and so when you go baseball, is baseball next?
No, I was going to have it, but I thought I'd make the last one. Who is the GOAT of pro wrestling?
God.
I'll accept two different ones. There's
Come on,
one that I'd
serious.
lean more towards myself.
Okay. There's a
Given the criteria,
There's a-
Mysterious, just buzz.
yeah. This is
There we
yeah.
go.
All right, because we talked like Greg and I talked about this on episodes for the past few months.
You-
Now we're talking about who we think is the goat.
Are you going to
Um,
name your fake athlete first, though?
Yeah, you got to buzz in.
All right.
You buzzed in. You got to do it now.
Meanwhile, guys, in the chat, drop who you think the greatest wrestler of all time is. Michael Doherty's weighed in with The Undertaker. A solid choice. Solid choice. Not the GOAT in Ben's quiz, I'm going to guess. Given
No.
the criteria here was if you don't know anything about the sport, you've probably heard the name.
And this is probably more to do with like overall impact on the industry as well was taken into account here.
Right.
It's not like who is the best wrestler, who can have the best match. It is not that.
Yeah. No.
But
right.
it adds to the criteria.
It's who can say the N-word the most on tape. That's...
All right. So my fake name. So Max Waterman, the guy who won a gold medal despite being initially afraid of water. I don't know.
Was he
Right.
swimming or was he doing a different event?
He was doing swimming. Yeah.
And he
Okay,
was
all right.
Waterman
Two
as
swimmers.
well. It was in his name. That's
So-
better than any of mine. I like that. That's good.
What was the
So-
guess? Sorry.
Chris Jericho. We've been talking about this for a few months, on and off. So I got to stay consistent. I think Jericho is a goat.
Well, it's not one of the ones I had.
Okay.
Do you want to buzz in?
Really? Okay. Bzz. And I'm gonna go Marty because I can see the Marty skull mask behind me here. So I'm gonna go Marty the Mutilator, and he was
Figure skater. Because you'd accidentally cut their faces up on a triple axel.
Yeah, that's it. He did the move from Blades of Glory, and he sliced someone open. So he's
the
Marty,
Iron Lotus.
Marty the Mutilator, famous for the Iron Lotus. Hulk Hogan, right?
Yes, he gets the score.
Or Stone
Yes,
Cold
I had
Steve Austin.
Okay.
I'm leaning more Ric Flair overall.
No,
But
no.
I
in terms
was
of
thinking
impact,
about this-
It's Stone Cold and Hulk, surely.
Stone Cold and the Hulk.
Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan. And
I had
it's-
Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan as my two.
You didn't have
that
Stone
had the
Cold.
list.
Wow. All right. You're wrong, but okay. That's fine. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. There's too many goats. I get it now. I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
we do.
But I
Yeah.
think Chris, but on the subject of Chris Jericho, like by the time that his career is done, then he could be like just the things that like being the star talent that goes to this new company and being on top the way he was and just everything that he's done for it. So
Yeah.
Matthew in the
it's
chat.
too soon.
Matthew in
too
the chat
soon
agrees
for
Nature
Jericho.
Boy. Matthew in the chat agrees Nature Boy. And all I can say to that is technically then it would be Becky Lynch because he signed over the rights to be the man. It's not Ric Flair anymore. He's not the GOAT. Becky Lynch is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And look, in 20 years, there may be a case for Becky Lynch. Who knows?
Sure.
Who knows? But
So
that was fun.
I hope you all enjoyed that quiz.
That was good fun.
I
But
mean,
That was
it's been
stressful.
eating away at me over the last few days. It's like
That was stressful,
fucking
Ben.
goats.
you needed to get that off your chest. I could tell. You needed to get that out.
I do.
But okay, so if we wanted to go with one other sport that you don't know, Mr. Mysterious, right? Baseball. Who's the GOAT of baseball?